Hey guys, this is Lynn. I am joining you today for another segment of Wigless Wednesdays. I wanted to just take a minute to go ahead and record something. Guys, I'm out of my element. I'm still not set up in my new place yet, but this is what I have. I'll stick a logo up in one of the corners and we'll just act like I'm set up. Uh, yeah, it's a lot. I still have to set up so much, but I'll be back in a second to talk about the topic for this week. So sit tight. Hi guys, I am back and there is no wig to review this week. As you can see, I am wearing my natural hair again this week. I still have wigs and boxes that I need to get to reviewing, but because I don't know what box it's in or where it's at, we're gonna just go with what we know for this week, guys. So again, no wig, all me. I again have been discombobulated for the past couple of weeks. I moved, and as a result, I have stuff everywhere. This week, I do know where my clean underwear is, so that's a good thing. But when it comes to little things like wigs that I still need to review in a box somewhere in a garage, or no clue. So I'll get around to that soon. Yeah, like hopefully by next week I'll have a background. I know it's like I'm in prison, but I really am not in prison. I'm not recording this from a jail cell. I'm actually in my game room. You may hear a little feedback because it's kind of empty except for all these boxes of toys that I'm looking at. My daughter has so much crap, it's unbelievable. But I'm in the process of working through that, and hopefully by next week's video you'll see a new background because I will have that set up. So let's talk about this week's topic. Are you guys ready for it? Okay. So this week's topic, guys, is when friends are no longer your friends. What does that mean? When friends are no longer your friends. Okay. Guys, I've had some friends in my life that I've had for years. I have a friend of mine that I've known since 6th grade. And we've been friends. We pretty much kept in touch this whole entire time. How am I, 25? So, 10 or so years. Yeah, she and I have kept in close contact for, this whole time, and that's fortunate. But there are some people that you may have encountered in your life, in your path, that you used to be really close at one time, and then for some reason or another, you guys did not remain friends. Well, that has happened to me, okay? It has happened to me recently. It has happened to me, and it really affected me. And one thing I have to say is when you have friends in your life, people that you were once close to that are, for some reason, whatever the reason, maybe you fell out, or maybe you guys just grew apart, maybe you moved, whatever the reasons are that, you ended up not as close anymore, I just want to say, let them go. Let them go. Continue your journey without them, okay? I had a friend, and I'm going to tell you a couple of brief little stories to kind of illustrate my point. I had a friend who was going through some things romantic with a boyfriend of hers, and she reached out to me. Well, we actually were talking back and forth, and I gave her some advice, and I guess the advice that I gave her she didn't want to hear. So she lashed out at me, and if you guys know me, I guess you don't really know me, but those of you that do know me, I'm not one to be told off or lashed out at without me telling you to hell off. And so I pretty much told her the hell off, and how many places she can stick it in, and how many holes she can stick it in. And I guess she got offended. And then she said something to the effect that, oh, well, you got your thing going on to the channel now, you become successful, and yada, yada, yada. And to a certain extent, she made it seem as if I didn't have the capacity or the time to be her friend anymore, and that's not really the case. I actually always loved her. I always loved being her friend, and I wanted to continue her friendship. But I don't give a damn who you are. You're not gonna talk to me crazy. And I mean that, especially when I'm just trying to give you advice from the heart. And so I looked up one day. She had unfriended me on all her social media, on Facebook, on Instagram, and I'm just like, wow, what did I do? So I let that go. I let it go. Because I guess her time in my life, my time in her life, has passed. Now, although I do miss her and I think about her often, anyone that could just cut me off in that manner, in that fashion, I don't need in my life anyway. So there's another friend of mine, male friend, who I have been friends with for years, better part of a decade, and I'll never forget that I chose something with him. I chose not to share something with him that I was going through. and it was my choice. And so I decided not to elaborate on an issue that I was having at that particular time, and he got offended. Well, I don't understand why you won't tell me, because I don't want to tell you. It's not your business. I don't have to tell you. I'm choosing not to. He got really offended. Now this time, I have to admit, I was the one that unfriended him. I was the one that unfollowed him. I did that because the fact that he felt that he could demand that I share this thing with him that I didn't want to share with him, the fact that he demanded that didn't sit easy with me. And so in this particular case, I take full responsibility for that friendship ending, because at that time I was really emotional, and so I did go through the aspects of unfriending him and unfollowing him, and so maybe I should not have done that. Maybe I should have tried to talk to him in more detail. But he also did not reach out to me either beyond that, and we since then have not spoken in months, and we were talking every day, if at least every other day. So I have to admit, I do miss him quite a bit, because he was a funny guy, but at the time that I was going through what I was going through, I didn't feel like sharing, and I feel like as my friend, he should have respected that, right? And then there was another friend that, for whatever reason, she just took a hiatus from me. We used to talk every day, every other day as well, and she just stopped talking to me. I don't know why, but then, months later she pops up like, "Hi, how you doing?" I'm like, who is this? And I have to admit, although she and I still communicate, not like the other two cases, I don't feel the same. I don't feel as close as I did at one time. And one thing I want to say is, I, as a person, me as an individual, I realize every day how imperfect I am and how many issues I have and how many things I have that are just not perfect. But I don't think any of us are perfect. And in the case of these three friends that I loved dearly and wish they were still a part of my life, I realize a lot of times that problems that people have with you sometimes are their problems and not yours. And sometimes we have to step outside of ourselves to acknowledge that and understand that maybe it's not the time to have that person continue in our life, on our life path, to continue on our journey, whatever the journey is. Maybe we're not a part of their journey as well. And so there was a sermon by T.D. Jakes where he says, when someone wants to go, let them go. And honestly, that's the best advice I can give any of you. It doesn't matter how close you were to someone at one point. Everyone's paths can change. Everyone changes. Everyone goes through different things in their life. And sometimes we're not meant to go through every part of that path with the person. Now, it may hurt. The separation may hurt. But sometimes what people go through have nothing to do with us. Okay? And in the case of my friend, my male friend that I stopped being friends with, what I was going through, I really probably should have talked to him. But looking back on it, I feel like it was my right to not talk to him, and for me to take my time to explain whatever I needed to explain, because it was my issue. You get what I'm saying? He didn't understand that. And so as a result, we're no longer friends. So guys, I'm gonna wrap this week up, but I wanna say, when your friends are no longer your friends, let them go, okay? And continue on your journey, because if people are meant to be in your path, they will resurface down the line. They will come back. They will come back around. You'll see people that are meant to be in your life are going to be in your life. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up, and thank you again for joining me for this week's segment of Wigless Wednesdays. I know, again, it looks like I'm in the penitentiary, but trust me, I'm at home. It just looks like I'm at the jailhouse. Yeah, I'm going to work on this background. So hopefully in the next few weeks, I'll put something up here. You have something up here, and it's going to start to look like something. Right now, it looks like, again, I'm locked up, and they won't let me out. Guys, if you could give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe if you have not done so already, and also click the little bell icon next to the word subscribe so that you can be updated and get a notification whenever I post a new video here on my channel. And guys, I want to say I appreciate you so much. This is therapy for me, and I'm coming up on my 1-year anniversary of posting here on YouTube. I've already reached my 1-year anniversary of Wigless Wednesdays. That was a couple weeks ago, but the anniversary of posting here on YouTube is coming up, and I cannot wait to celebrate with you guys. Again, like I like to always say, be better today than you were yesterday, be better tomorrow than you were today. I will talk to you and see you very soon for another segment of Wigless Wednesdays, and maybe I'll actually wear a wig next week. We'll see. I don't know what they are. I don't know. Wigs.